welcome to another Bunkai Strategies. And in this one we're having a little look at the technique from Kanku Dai or Kanku, Kushanku, Kosokun, whatever you want to call it, where we're doing this sat down in a big stance, close to the end of the kata. And you say, well, why do I want to do this? And far from being that we're going to kind of receive a punch, we're coming this one up nice and high, and that one down low. This is a little bit, you know, expecting things that don't really go on. So instead, let's take it that because it's that far into the kata that you know, we're close to the end, that we're in a very, very serious situation. Everything is now very, very close. And while we're in this close, it's probably because he thinks he can win by throwing me about. So if we're in this close and he thinks he can win, I need to change the tactics. And the way we do that is by, instead of grappling into their strength, we reverse the situation. By which I mean we slip this arm out and in this side. Because trying to work someone across like this can lead to all sorts of complications. Whereas if I concentrate over here, this then folds really easily. So this is one hand that comes down like this, and while that's doing that, something else slips. And instead of being up here, we just slip down to here and pick that one up. And from there you can see why we might have every cause to do this. So the complexity of the issue with this technique is that I don't try and lift the guy and give myself a problem or a hernia. We just slip this hand to this side, because this now reverses, the balance is already broken and it didn't require strength to do it. As soon as we've got the head on a diagonal, it can be pulled round really simply. Head on the diagonal is produced by raising your elbow. You've now got a reason to push your arm up in the air like this. And instead of trying to throw here, just drop that hand. And whatever you strike down here, well done, we're going to use the inside of the thigh. And so you grab here and they'll virtually throw themselves as you pick it up and reverse it. So the kata, of course, is a big, over-exaggerated movement. What we try and do is to take the person from this position and put them in the same place. For courtesy, we let our partner roll out of it. But when you're visualising for performing the kata, drop them on the spot. It's just much more painful to do that and much more injurious. So be very, very careful with training partners. Little things that you need to see is this does not require strength or height. In fact, the lower you sit, the easier those targets are to reach and reverse. Okay, so the move from Kanku Dai, Kushanku, Kosokun, where we do this. And a good reason for doing it instead of thinking that we're doing double blocks.